Hello, I'm Petri and I represent a company called Lingonberry Island. It's my one-man consulting company specialized in building competitive advantage value propositions, shaping offerings for technology companies. I'm specialized in small companies myself. I have startup background. I have two quite successful exits behind. So small companies are something that I really love, and I feel like that helping small companies is my mission here. Let's go a little bit. What are we going to cover? I'm planning to make several webcasts on this topic. I hope as many watchers as and good audience will find me, but if no one finds me, I'm still happy. I'm quite keen on this topic, and that's I just do it because I love it. So I hope you enjoy it too, and I also hope that I can transfer a bit of this love to you as well. So let's go to the topic. So I'm going to go through in this first part a little bit theory where I'm coming from. Later on, we will have a look buyervalues.ai tool. That is a cool piece of AI platform that is able to build offerings, value propositions, buyer values, and find new customer segments for your for our example companies that we are going to use. So it's hard to explain in words, but it's something that I have automated based on my knowledge, and started to build it, and now with first customers we have been using it, and it's working amazingly well. I'm quite impressed myself how well some of the business development methodologies I was able to automate. I built some own algorithms. It's not just using a ChatGPT project or something like that. It's something that comes from my knowledge and my experiences in delivering more than 100 projects for small companies based on this methodology. So this buyervalues.ai is AI-powered growth strategy platform for technology companies. I hope it will transform building small company growth strategies to AI era and become a de facto tool and methodology. Oh, well, that's a big hope, but somewhere you need to start and aim high, and if I'm lucky and get your support, then maybe it could work out. All right, so let's start talking about a bit more detail. So here I have, let me check if I can make it a bit wider here and visible to you as well. Yeah, okay, no, I think I just sorry about this. So yeah, this is my Bible of business development theory and methodology. So McKinsey staff paper, written with typewriter machine, 1988 by Michael J. Lanning and Edward G. Michaels. They were McKinsey staff, and they were putting up concept that they call a business is a value delivery system, and it has of course 1988 So it has the stuff 1980s, the computers came, like AI is coming today. Computers came in masses in 1980s, and of course IBM used to be dominating brand there, and McKinsey, for example, for sure, being a premium consulting brand, had been working with big corporates using IBM technology, and they discovered that there's DEC coming with something new, ability to connect peripherals, and that was starting to eat IBM market share. And basically that meant that they found out that there's the reason why IBM is losing the market is that there's new value brought to the market by the rival competitor, and I think that made them to think about that what is the competitive advantage, how market share can be won, how can be lost, and that way it became a very important piece of paper, because this paper defines our current understanding of value proposition. This paper also defines the current theory of competitive advantage, and this is really important paper, and all my own methodologies are based on this. So let's let's have a look. Then I have it here. And back scaling the back bit here, yeah, and basically couple of things, the findings. So there have been a lot of research of business development, but a very simple concept that I guess we all can agree is that companies with happy customers, they tend to grow faster than the market, and that's confirmed by different research, and it makes sense. Also the Bain and the Company by Eric Almquist and Ray Gordubleski, Mastering Customer Value Management authors, they have researched that those companies that have customers who can name 6 and more customer values that these companies are addressing really well, those companies are way ahead in their growth. And we can see this kind of phenomenon, like with Apple. That's a very easy example, but there are many other examples as well. So that's those who are really capturing the whole set of customer needs and addressing those buyer values very well. Those companies are growing very fast. And I have researched Finnish market because I'm from Finland, and I'm keen on small companies. So I picked here relatively small companies as an example. This is a bit of old slide, but this this is proven that small companies can grow. They can have sustainable growth, and they can grow really fast in the market. And the reason they grow is that they have found their unique competitive advantage. They have designed their own buyer values. They have found their segment that they are excelling in the market. So this theory that McKinsey originally created is not just a big company, big corporate theorems. It's working in small companies as well as for the big ones. And then the next thing is that based on this methodology, and some other universities researches that I've been studying, I built this kind of business value chart that is in my own language. I call it Arvonelia. It's a trademark registered concept, and this works especially well or exceptionally well with services companies and small services companies. And the principle, how you use it, you can use this to build your own competitive advantage. You can use this to design your customer promises and design those 6 or more buyer values that you can excel in the market and differentiate yourself to your competition. So let me explain. So in my philosophy, services companies, they are built on their capabilities. They are a group of people. There can be certain assets that have these capabilities, and those capabilities, they shape into format of offering. So the capabilities become offering, which is the commercial form of the capabilities they are offering. And of course, when there's an offering, so it's marketed, sold to customers, and this offering is associated with messages, so the customer value. And the customer value concept here is not only the benefit, in my concept is benefit minus cost of adaptation. So for example, easy example I always use is that you may have the best ERP system in the world, but if the customer has recently invested in a new warehouse system and ERP system, it's unlikely to start changing their technology just because you are offering test winner ERP or something like that. So that's that's important to understand, that the customer value is not only benefit, it's benefit minus cost of adaptation, and this cost of adaptation is depends on the customer case and the situation. So that way, it's something that you need to understand. So that's the customer. The benefit minus the cost of adaptation is the reason why some idea is excellent on paper, but it doesn't fly in real life. So that's very often it's because of this adaptation. So the customer value, the plus side, the positive side, the upside of the customer value, it must be designed so great that it's really starting to move discussions inside customers. So and then value propositions. Now we get back to the McKinsey paper thinking, and the value definition of the value proposition is here that offering and combined with its customer value, this is the value proposition messages, so that this offering is creating these benefits, it's this easy to take into use, etc. So that's the value proposition, and it's a synonym of customer promise. So when we talk about customer promises, we mean value propositions. Okay, and when we think about the services companies, so what is then competitive advantage? So the competitive advantage is, of course, connected to this value proposition and especially the customer value. So the competitive advantage is something that happens at customer environment. So when these customer promises, this customer value, when it's realized in exceptional way, in customer environment, then we can start talking about competitive advantage. And we need to understand that customers are very rational. So every time they are making a selection, they make comparison, they make evaluations, and they have reasoning behind this selection. There are only, I would say that there are no situation where this process change wouldn't happen. So the competitive advantage is every time present when the customer makes a decision. And now the question is that how do you build your business model in such way that you reach and achieve as many customers as possible that are the product fit for your offering, and the most important thing that the business model has, the business model function. I'm usually always asking that what is the function of the business model? What is the most important function of the business model? And I hear answers like that: oh, making money, making earning logic, etc., etc. Those are very important, but even more important function exists for business model, and that is to live customer promises true in customer environment. So that's the most important thing, and that's why it has nine boxes. So 9 boxes it has, and when we talk about the business model canvas, and you need to really tune this business model such a way that it's not obstacle building your success there. So this is the business value chart explained. Of course, then we have here customer experience, so offering and capabilities connected. So in my logic, the customer experience is creator of trust. So those things in your customer journey and customer path that are distracting and weakening the trust, those are the important things to be fixed when you are building your value proposition and competitive advantage. And then product and services. That's of course the customer centricity there, so that you use your capabilities and business models to address the customer centricity and also keeping the customers happy from that side. So the products and services are important component, of course, there, building this logic. But when we are starting to talk about more about the buyervalues.ai platform, we focus very much on offering customer segments, also the needed capabilities to win there, and offering a business model things. So those we will drill deeper when going to that topic. And then the next tool that has grown under this business value chart and is also Lingonberry Island owned is the buyer values pyramid, which is in my own language ostopäätöspyramidi. And this means basically there's some Finnish words. I will explain those in English, but this is basically the situation very often when you're making B2B business, so that the people you talk, they are recommenders, they are not the decision makers. So decision makers, especially if you're a small company, so decision makers of your customer companies, they are more focusing on their business, and they trust their own team to take care of the technology companies and service providers. So that's very often the most of the time is spent with recommender and less time with decision makers. And now you have probably heard about concept internal sales, and that's what happens at your customer. So the recommender, he or she gets interested in your offering. There's a mandate from the decision maker to validate certain vendors and services. So this recommender, she needs to go to the decision maker and sell the idea, sell the need, take the value proposition, sell the conclusions. So it's all about internal selling, and many times it's harder than external selling. So that's what happens there. And because the most of the time in sales and building the solution is used with the recommender. So and the recommender is by nature the most interested in functional layer. So let me explain it. This is the strategic fit, the purpose here. This is the emotional layer, so the buying decision emotions. So those irrational emotions that we all have when we are selecting some new product for ourselves, purchasing some new services. So we have these secret thoughts that we are not willing to reveal to the sales guy. So that is this trustworthy? Have they done this before? And things like that. What are the references? Do I get fired if I select these guys? So should I make sure that this is fit for our brand, so that this is not kind of a wrong category partner, etc., etc. So these are the emotional level things that need to be in place in a buying decision. And then the functional value. So functional value is of course all technology, technical features, stuff like that. But also the quality of the service very often is a functional area. Also the price. The price is not strategic. It's not strategical decision. It's functional decision. So if your value is good enough, price doesn't matter. So the most, of course, the price need to be somehow relevant ballpark. But most of the deals that are signed, the cheapest offer has not been selected. So there's a lot of room to negotiate for you to get good price, and that's the reason we are going to use in this and talk in this webinar that how to address buyer values, how to build value propositions such a way that the price doesn't matter. So that way your profitability will increase as well. And yeah, so and now, so these triangles are describing the importance. So the purpose, the strategic fit, of course, it's important to the recommender, but it's not her main responsibility. Her main responsibility is that your solution and services are fit to the internal processes, so that they don't break some other functionality, so that they have the features and service components that she needs to deliver her job very well. And therefore her questions are here functional, emotional layer type of question. But the decision maker, before signing the paper, before the ink is drying, she is thinking, are these partners for 3 years? What are their roadmaps? Are they do they have financial capability and capacity to serve us? What is their vision? Do they understand this industry? Many strategic level thinking. And the most important thing is that, is this the partner that is helping me to build my own competitive advantage over time? And this is the most important thing of the decision maker. So when we are addressing the buyer values, we need to make sure that we have very strong offering from this recommender point of view, but we need to help this recommender to sell this idea also to the decision maker. Of course, we want to talk to decision makers, and we should, and many times we are successful doing so. But the fact of life is that time we spend with decision makers is less than with the recommenders. And there might be some other competitive teams inside our customer to building alternative solution. Maybe they are building their internal offering or offering from the competitor and things like that. So it's very important that when there's a selection discussion ongoing, there need to be all layers addressed, so that why this is the right partner. And the companies handling this very well are the companies that are said to have the competitive advantage, and they tend to grow much faster than their competition in the market. So that's the theory part, and next, when we are going to meet, I'm going to tell how buyervalues.ai, how artificial intelligence is utilized in the platform to help you to build these winning value propositions, to differentiate, to help you to address the buyer values correctly, and automating everything so that instead of days of work, instead of weeks of investigation work, your growth strategy templates are available, let's say 1 hour. Is it a good deal? So there's a huge saving coming. I don't want to be too bold on those words. I know that it's an amazing thing that we are going to see next time when I'm showing the examples, but I hope I was able to see some curiosity in your mind, and see you next time online. Thank you for watching. I'm Petri from Lingonberry Island, and I have developed buyervalues.ai, and me and my team, we are going to distribute it to all technology companies. Having a question in mind, how could our offering, buyer values, value proposition, and winning recipe be better? And that's the reason we exist. So I hope you will love it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye bye.